Hi guys, it's Nancy, and we have some new wax seals in the Spellbinders sealed collection. This is the wax seals that Spellbinders provides. I've done a lot of videos on them. Make sure you go check them out. But I have chosen a couple to share with you. So this first one is a very simple Merry Christmas, but it's an oval one. And I have my little oven warming up. Oh, this is taped. It's taped shut. Okay, so you get your nice dark wooden handle, and there you can see the Merry Christmas. And I know a lot of you have commented that I should keep a little ice bowl on the side, so that way I can make sure the wax releases a little easier. I have not done that yet. I keep forgetting, honestly. Okay, this next one is Pine Cone Spray. Pine Cone Spray, and it is a circular one. Okay. Then this one is a 3-pack. So this one has a holiday wax seal stamp set, 3 stamps and 1 handle. And I hope they do more like this because it takes up less storage. And you're getting 3 seals with 1 handle, which is great. Okay, so on this one we have a tree. And you can see they just grow. And this will fit I think most wax seals are pretty universal with their handles. This one says, let it snow, and it's kind of rectangular shaped. So we have that one. This one is oval shaped. And then this one says, joy to the world. And it is a regular round one. Okay. All right. So I have the wax warming up. I don't want this video to be too super long. Just want to show you what they look like when they are stamped out. And then I will add them to future videos as I make cards with them. So let's bring my warmer into frame here. And I think I have the Driftwood is the name of this one. And it's kind of a pearly bronze, really pretty color. And I thought that would look nice with the pine cone one. I was going to try to be fancy, but I don't know if I can manage that. Let's see here. I have a little spatula there. Just kind of putting that on the pine cone. And I'm working on my glass mat, so I can't hopefully mess this up too bad. Oh, that actually worked for me. Mostly worked. All right, we're going to let that cool down a little bit, and then let's see here. Can I pour any of this off? This is where experimenting sometimes can go wrong. But that's why I like doing these, because sometimes they can go right and I learn new things. So I learned if I warmed up my little, what do you call this? Not a spatula. Palette knife. If I warm that up, then things come off a lot easier. And then what I want to try to do here is try to pick out, now it may not come out, oh, it did come out, my pine cone. Okay, so there is my pine cone. Can you see that? So while that wax is warming up, I might grab an extra spoon, actually. And Spellbinders does sell extra spoons, so that you can do multiple colors. So I'm going to grab this dark green, and I'm going to put 3 of those in this other spoon while I cut my little pine cone out here. Probably could have been a little thicker with it, but it's okay. much as that as I can. All right. Just going to hold my pine cone aside for a second. Going to layer it back in like a puzzle back into here. It should fit right back in. I did this last year with my little skeleton faced one, so I just took a lot of time to kind of practice and get it right. All right, so I think that's correct. We're going to just put that aside. This is the extra driftwood wax. We don't want that to go to waste, so we'll grab one of these other ones. I don't know if it's going to be big enough. If not, we'll just let that dry and we'll come back to it. Let's melt the green one. I'm going to do 4 beads because this actually looks bigger. Oh, I guess it's about the same size. All right, 4 beads of green. We're going to let that melt down or dry, and then we'll melt it back down in the spoon with another extra bead. So we have enough for a background. This is when I wish I had 2 warmers. I definitely should invest in 2 warmers. Because you can do more than one. And then as my wax dries, just flake that off. And we can always remelt it. That's one thing that is cool about wax seals is there really are no mistakes. You can always remelt it and do it again. So I'm going to pause the video, guys, so you guys don't have to wait for that green to melt down, and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Okay, guys, my green is nice and melted. So we're going to pour that down on the mat. Then I'm going to take my pine cone, put that down. I'm going to put my driftwood back on there. Going to use actually I'm going to keep doing green because we're going to try this same thing with the tree. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we'll try it. So once again, just going to wait for those to... This is when I need another oven. Just going to wait for that to cool down and wait for that to melt down, and I'll bring you guys back in just a moment. Okay, guys, this is cooled down enough. Let's see if it worked. Not bad. Probably could do a little bit better. Come on, focus. Takes a little bit of practice, but that's not too awful bad. I'm not too hateful with that one. Okay. Let's see if this one, not quite melted yet. Some beads take a little longer to melt than others. Just use your little tool-in one to kind of melt that down until it's not thick anymore. I like it, the runnier you can get it, the better. Because you have a little bit more working time. When it's thick, then you don't have too much time to work with it. Because it starts setting, and I just have a paper towel and I just pull that excess off of there. All right, let's do, since we've already done that one, let's do this one that says Joy to the World. We'll use the driftwood for that. And again, you don't want to press. You just want to set it over top and just kind of let go. And gravity will do the rest. Now I'm a little off center here, but that's, again, okay. I can always remelt it and go back and change it if I don't like it. While the wax is warm, I like to clean my spoons. Again, just using some folded over thick paper towel. That way I don't get burned. You can always mix your colors too, but I like to start fresh. And while that green is melting down, I think we'll do some, let's do some traditional red. How about that? And there are a couple of different color reds. There's crimson and scarlet. I have magenta, and then I have the red there. This one is, okay, so Classic Crimson is a darker red, and then Scarlet, I think, is the regular red. Yeah, that's not ready yet, so we're going to give that a moment. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, not too bad. Joy to the world. I'm going to take a gold Deco Color pen. Now see, that one I probably could have used more wax on. So I will probably cut this one down and remelt it and use that again. So I'm not worried about it. At least we know what that looks like. Let's do some of these reds. I'm going to do 4 beads for these. Are we done with our green yet? All right, that is about ready. Okay, let's see if we can do the double with the tree. Don't know if I can or not. If we're going to do that, then let's change this out to, how about a white background? Should we do white behind the tree if it's like snowing out? We have this pearl white. Okay, so once again, we need to put this on a handle. Just unscrew one. Okay, there's our tree. I'm going to put my little warmer tool, spatula, whatever you call it, palette knife on there. Going to put this on the tree. Kind of, again, holding that at an angle, dripping that excess off. Ooh, I think I did better that time. Okay, I think I did better. Gonna warm up the white one. Gonna let that cool, and then we'll pick that out and cut it out again. Gonna let all this cool, and then I'll pick it up and put it back in there. So there you can see it. Going to pause the video. I will be back. Okay, guys, I popped out my tree, used some little scissors to cut around it as best as I could, and then popped it back in. And my white pearl is ready to go. So we're going to pour that down and then secure this. Okay, oh, this is oval. I should have went a little longer. Well, we'll see how it works out. There we go. I'm going to clean this one up. All right, and you can see I put everything back in there with the green. I don't think we need the green for a minute, so we're going to go in with some red. I'll let that melt. I'll remelt that later. And I think we'll do Merry Christmas in red, and then the Let It Snow we'll do in some blue. And then we'll probably redo this Joy to the World. Maybe we'll do that one in green, and we'll do the gold pen on top of it. So what I do when I don't like one, in this case, cut it down. And then we'll put those back in with a fresh bead, and we'll do another one. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh my gosh, that came out so cute. Come on, camera, focus. Look at that. And we're going to take a little gold and put that at the top. Oh, very happy with how that one came out. Okay, that one's a winner. See, just takes a little practice. I'll put that one over there. I'm going to take the handle off and move it to one of the other ones. Only a couple more to go. This is very therapeutic to just sit down for me and make a whole bunch of these. So Merry Christmas, Joy to the World, we'll redo those. This one I want to do in blue and white with the little snowflakes. And you don't have to, you know, mess around with these two colors like I'm doing. They look great just as a single color. So we'll melt this, the green and the red down. I think I have enough in the green there. That's all right. I'll try to remember to do that one as oval, and we'll do this one. So we'll do red and green on those two. We'll do this one in some blues. Maybe we'll mix some white in there and make it kind of marble, and then I'll be done, and you guys can go order them and play with your wax seals. I'll be back. Okay, our red is melted. We'll do Joy to the World with the red. This would be really pretty with some gold in there. Ooh, that's pretty good. We're going to melt our green down again. I think I'm going to change my tea light. I think my tea light is at the end of its life. And that is why this is taking so long to melt, which is fine. So I'm going to pause the camera, change my tea light, and remelt these down. I'll be back. Okay, guys, our Joy to the World is done. I did go in kind of sloppily with the gold pen, but you can see what it looks like there. I need to be a little neater with the pen, but that one's okay, definitely usable. Our green is done, and we're going to do Merry Christmas in green, and we have 3 of the Mystic Blue, which is a pearlescent blue, and 1 of the Royal Blue in this one, which will be our last one. So for this oval one, I'm going to swipe across. So it's oval. And then again, just set it in there. Ooh, that one looks pretty good. Gonna let the blue melt. Gonna clean off my spoon. Anything that drips on the mat, I let dry, and then it's very easy to pick it out. And you can see my blue ones are melting much faster now that I put that new tea light in there. And I don't disturb this. I give it a few seconds to cool down, just like when we do our foiling. Let it cool down. When it's ready, it'll let us know. Look how easy that comes right off. Pops right up. Oh, that's so pretty. Do we think Nancy can get the gold pen on there without messing it up? Let's try it. The secret is just to gently tap the top, not to press down. And I kind of like, I get in this, yeah, see, too much, too much. I get a little heavy-handed with it instead of just tapping the top. little better. A little better. Just takes a little practice. That looks okay. That one's not too bad. All right. All right, now we're going to do the blue. I'm going to do a little swirl there so we have a little bit of that royal blue mixed into the mystic blue. And this one's kind of square shaped. I don't think I've done square before, so this will be new for me. Let's see how it looks. Guess we'll just go straight up, almost like an oval. Straight down. Okay, that one's pretty good. Now there is a young lady, I'll try to find her channel and link her. I think she's in Japan or Korea. She does a ton of these wax videos. I watch her all the time. And then there's a lady on Instagram, and I think it's StrictlyRita. I'll link her below as well. She does a lot of videos, so if you're interested in learning techniques, I'm very basic with my wax seals. These two ladies, I'll try to find them. They do wonderful technique videos. Now, StrictlyRita is just super quick. She's on Instagram, but the young girl that's in, I think she has a stationery shop, and I think it's in Japan or Korea. She does a lot of wax seal videos and does a lot of cool things. So we have this blue one. Let's do a little bit of white. We'll do the pearl white background just like we did with that tree. I'm going to do 4 because this is a kind of a bigger wax seal. We're going to let that cool down. And then I'll show you guys again all the seals, what we made. And then keep an eye on my upcoming videos because you'll see what I do with them there. And there's a lot of different colors of wax seals on the Spellbinders site. I don't have all of them. I'm slowly building up my collection. Make sure if you are interested in this to check out the Wax Seal of the Month Club because you will get a new wax seal and a bag of wax beads every month. It's part of the club system now, which is really cool. So I enjoy being part of that because it's building up my wax seal collection. And don't forget you have gold that comes in the sealed kit. I always forget that I have the gold, and so I have to remember to pull that out and use it. So let's check this guy out. Really cool. It says let it snow. Let's do the same thing. We're kind of cut this and frame it off. That. We'll save these pieces and remelt them down. Going to puzzle it back in here, and it just fits right back in. And then once that white's done, we'll just put this right over the white, and then it will have a white border around it. So that white is almost done. I'm debating if I want to retry my pine cone. So here is the Merry Christmas. And that's a Merry Christmas oval. That's by itself. That's one of the new ones. Then we have pine cone spray. I think I will retry this one. I think I can do a little bit better job with that one. Pine cone spray. And then the 3-pack gives you Joy to the World. And it's called Holiday Wax Seal Stamp Set. That gives you Joy to the World. It gives you the tree oval. That one's my favorite for today. And it gives you the Let It Snow one, which we are just about to finish with. Among many others that were released, these were the only ones that I decided to take for my collection. I only take the ones that I think I'm going to use, but I know there's a lot out there, so you guys can definitely check out some other influencers, channels, and pages and see what they have to offer. Okay, we're going to let that cool down. since I have that leftover driftwood, I am going to melt that down. And I am going to make another attempt at the pine cone. But I'm going to pause the video so you guys don't have to watch me go through all that. And I'll bring you back in just a moment. And then we will be done playing with the brand new Christmas wax seals from Spellbinders. I'll be back. Okay, guys, last attempt at the pine cone again. So I used that remelted down driftwood. Pop this out, cut around it, so we just have the pine cone. I kind of have it set in there pretty good, I think. And then I have my green. Okay. And we're just going to let that cool down. Might have had too much green in there, but rather have too much than too little. I like that little oozing out wax more than I do when there's a flat spot. Okay, I'll clean everything up, let everything cool down before I put it back in its storage box, which it comes in very handy. I really like the storage box. Here's the first one we did. We're going to see how this looks in just a moment. Again, this one is called the Pine Cone Spray Wax Seal. Okay, this one is the Merry Christmas Oval. You can see I went over that with the gold pen. That came out okay. And then this set is probably my favorite set. This is the Joy to the World. So you get 3 of the stamps and 1 handle. So you get Joy to the World, Let It Snow, which I did, and then I put silver paint pen on it. And then my favorite is the tree. That one came out really, really well. So again, you get 3 wax seals, 1 handle in that kit. And then last but not least, let's take a look at again. Dun, 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 dun. I think I did a little bit better on this one. Just takes a little bit of practice on the pine cone. All right. So there you guys go. I will put the links down below if you want to go do some shopping. If you enjoyed watching me make these wax seals, please give me a thumbs up before you leave. Thanks for watching, guys. And keep on sealing. Bye.